Hi everyone, I'm 32-bit Bandit and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Or if you skipped character creation, welcome to the Outer Worlds. In this episode we're going to be mainly doing the tutorial and getting ourselves to the grounded ship. Okay, so here we have sneaking. So we have the enemies up there, and you'll see a little bar appear above their head. So that there is indication of where they are and how much they're alert to our presence. So as you can see, when they start to see us, there's a little bar that starts to fill, and when that reaches max, that's when they become alert. So when we're sneaking, we're going to be seeing a lot of that. The other nice thing with sneaking is with the tall grass, when you're near or in the tall grass, it goes clear for us. So we can sneak, but we can still see, which is very useful.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Okay, so here it wants us to use our medical inhaler, but as we have health regeneration, we're just going to be patient and not use one when we don't need to.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
What happened to you?
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What were you doing out here?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. Give me your gun, and I'll go get help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Alright, take care.
Damage my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Okay, so tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The meter refreshes slowly over time. So, if you look at the top left of our screen, we have the red bar, which is obviously our health, and then below that, the purple bar, that's our tactical time dilation meter. So when we go into TTD, like it said, standing still goes down very slowly. If we fire our weapon, which we'll see in a minute, keep an eye on the meter, it'll go down a lot. When we move, it goes down incredibly quickly. Now, because we have a below average strength, when we move, the tactical time dilation meter goes down twice as fast. That's the big penalty we get for having strength. So let's try and take these guys out, and we're going to use tactical time dilation, so just keep an eye on it when we fire, and you'll see how much it goes down. So as you can see, it's incredibly useful, but you have to be cautious with it, and you can't rely on it too much. So here is the lockpicking minigame. So anyone who's familiar with role-playing games in general obviously knows the sort of lockpicking minigames that we have. So in this one you hold square, and it opens the case for you. I sort of think that people were complaining enough about having to do the same mini games over and over that they've just gone, fine, you know what, here's the mini game, just get on with it. And I have some respect for that, and as much as I love the mini games, I'm not necessarily going to miss it, so that's probably a good call by them. Okay. So as you can see on this difficulty, our health goes down at a fair old pace. So we do need to be careful, and I need to try and be a bit less rubbish, but I can't promise that bit. Wow, I mean... So I gave you a warning about being terrible, and then immediately showed you why I mentioned it. It won't all be that bad, I promise. One of the other mini games that wasn't intended is Find the Bodies. Now this time it's not too bad, but when they fall into this brush, I mean, they just absolutely ghost you, and they're gone. But I won't spend too much time looking for them, I promise that.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech! Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Alright, let's go get ourselves some marauders.
At you! Ah! I'm gonna get in there. Collect a fine bounty.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Waste not, want not. The game of finding the bodies is a lot easier when they're all right next to each other. Big fan of that. Okay, so welcome to the ship.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I'm not here to misappropriate anything.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is something supposed to be happening?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I need to get this ship in the air.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay, leveling up. Level up. Congratulations, you have gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a perk every other level. Keep leveling up and you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise or lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Okay, so we have 10 points available. Now, when we made our character, obviously putting a point in a skill gave us a plus 10 bonus. It's not going to give us a plus 10 bonus this time, otherwise it would be ridiculous. It gives us a plus 1 bonus. But like it said, if we put a point into ranged, it gives a plus 1 point to all of our ranged bonuses. So we're not bothered about melee because we're not going to be using melee weapons. We're also not bothered about defense, as it gives us dodge, which is dodge distance, and block, which is blocking with melee. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 points into ranged, dialogue, stealth, tech, and leadership. So we're going to have a nice balanced character that's going to get better as they go through, and we're going to unlock stuff nice and steadily throughout the game. And we're going to explore as much as we can in this game. We're not going to be too specialized. Apply. So that is telling us we've got a combat dialogue option. Fine, we'll see that later. That matters more in a minute. Okay, so selecting perks. Welcome to perk selection. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Okay, so these are the tier 1 perks. Plus 50% base health. Now, you've seen my shooting. That's going to be pretty important. Increased tactical time dilation meter max. Plus damage when you're alone in the party. We want a companion pretty much all the time. And because we're not on the hardcore supernova difficulty, our companion isn't going to die. So we definitely want a companion. Increased walk speed, sprint speed, weapon and armor durability loss, companion crit chance, plus to base armor, additional ammo and consumable for vendors, bonus to carrying capacity, tactical time dilation recharge rate, the ability to fast travel even when encumbered, plus 50% experience from companion kills. But what we're going to go for here is plus 20% bonus on vendor prices. Well, so prices go down 20%, you know what I mean. So the reason we're going to go for this one first, even though it's not that exciting, is because the earlier we go for it, the bigger the bonus we get from it. So we'll go for this now, and we'll start saving straight away. Apply. There we go. So most of the ship is locked to us. We're going to have a quick run through anyway.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain. I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really. The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
So this machine over here.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
So if we find out that not putting any points in defense is actually a massive penalty, we'll be able to go back and change that.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
And there we go. That's our ship. Obviously, we get to see more of it later on. Criminal activities, trespassing, lockpicking, hacking and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequences. Okay, back outside.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Really? After I patched your friend?
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Okay, so that's where we're going to end it on this episode. Next episode, we'll be going to Edgewater and getting ourselves a companion. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very shortly in the next episode.